Thank you very much, Sammy. Okay, yes, so hi, I'm here to talk to you about the Direct framework, and my colleague Alex Nenadic is online as well today. We're very grateful that we have the opportunity to come to CaSDaR, and I'm funded here by the SSI, the Software Sustainability Institute, for this part of the work, but also my fellowship I'm doing with them now. So what is the framework here? Well, what Direct as a whole, we have a framework that's come out of the RSE community particularly, but it expands broader to a broader digital RTP audience, I would say. And it will help you to identify the different skills and competencies that are required across about 7 large categories and nearly 200 skills specifically within that, which will help with individuals who want to be able to look at their own self-evaluation, or across teams, looking at how people progress and what different skills they need to meet, to what level, and then crucially to find the opportunities of how to get those skills. So there's training opportunities and shadowing and so on. And we're working on this project. The website launched last this month, actually, still. And so we have technical and non-technical skills for dRTPs. You'll see in the image here, at this workshop last year in Newcastle, we collected people's contributions to what skills they thought were needed. A third of them were technical skills, and surprisingly, 2/3 were the non-technical skills: professional management, time management, communication, and so on. And we have gathered these together, and there is a lot of courses that could be used. And we're finding that people who are working in dRTP roles, as you probably know yourselves, can come from many different paths. And I think data stewardship is a particularly interesting area of that this could be a useful tool for you to work with. And you can explore the graph and from the links that will be available after the session. We've been doing several events in the last 2 years since this started. Most recently in Coventry last week at the RSE Con, we had events working in collaboration with people from other Direct Plus items. So with Jeremy, who was mentioned in Michael's talk, who we're looking at with Step Up, they will be collecting similar efforts, but they could be linking to the different parts of our framework too. So although there's lots of different efforts in terms of competency work, I think there is room for each one who has its distinct identity, and the relationship between them is something interesting that we could all get behind. This last slide here is looking at what we're doing in the future. We have the dedicated effort, as I say, with UKRI through Dave Horsfall, but the rest of us are working on it on a voluntary basis, and it only really works with people dedicating bits of their time to come together, either on the web app side or on the framework side. We have opportunities in 2026 from the SSI Fellowship. The call's open now, and you might be interested in that, and other relations with, as I was saying, the UK Step Up and other things. We have contributions from RSCCon last week. We need to review a lot of that information. And we've been talking with the Australian Research Data Commons and the British Library and other people in that too. And I'd really like to see a continuation in collaboration with CaSDaR in maybe workshops next year or the conference next year to make sure that we're all aligned and working towards something bigger and brighter. So thank you.